Friends, every day we work very hard to bring you a spine-chilling horror story. So, if you are enjoying our stories on our channel Horror FM 2.0 Gex, then do subscribe to our channel and don't forget to press the bell icon for notifications of our latest videos. Let's start our today's story. Ed and Lorraine Warren are the most popular names in the world of paranormal investigation. Together, they solved many haunting cases and even performed several exorcisms. But there was one case in their life that even shook them to the core. Their last case, the Smurls Family case. This story begins in 1973 in Pennsylvania, America. Jack and Janet Smurl shifted into an old duplex house with their two daughters. Their previous home had been destroyed in a hurricane flood. Now they had come to a new place with new dreams and the hope of a better life. In the beginning, everything was going well. Within a few months, Jack even got a promotion at his job, and he thought that now he would spend money to renovate this house properly. But as soon as the repairs and renovations began, strange things started happening in the house. Gradually, things in the house began moving around. Many times, the tools and equipment used for repairs would disappear and then reappear in the exact same place they had vanished from. On the walls of one of the rooms, there were strange black stains. Jack got 3 or 4 coats of paint applied over those stains. But within days, the black stains came back again. Jack himself painted over them several times, but after 3 to 4 days, the black marks always reappeared. Meanwhile, the lights in the house often started flickering on their own. One evening, Jack was watching TV, and suddenly the TV caught fire, as if someone had thrown a bomb on it. Jack called several electricians to check the house wiring, but no fault was ever found. One late night, their radio suddenly started playing at full volume. Jack woke up angrily, thinking his daughters were messing around. But when he went to the living room, he saw that the radio was playing by itself, because it wasn't even plugged in. This began happening repeatedly. The TV and radio would switch on by themselves at full volume while being unplugged. Drawers and cabinets would open on their own. The house temperature would drop suddenly, and even during the summer months, a chilling cold would spread inside the house. When Jack and Janet's bathroom was renovated, something extremely strange happened. The very next day, when Janet entered the bathroom, there were scratch marks all over, as if an animal had been trapped inside all night. After this incident, Jack and Janet began feeling uneasy in the house. Once, Janet felt as if her mother-in-law was calling her from the other room. But when she went there, her mother-in-law said she never called her. Since then, family members often felt as if someone was calling them, but no one was ever there. One night, Jack and Janet heard terrifying screams from their daughter's room. They rushed in to find their daughter drenched in sweat, trembling in fear while staring at a corner. She kept saying that there was something in the corner, something terrifying, floating in the air. But Jack and Janet saw nothing there. When they switched on the lights, even their daughter saw nothing and calmed down. The next evening, when Janet was working in the kitchen, she suddenly felt a cold breeze. Since it was February, she thought perhaps she had left the kitchen window open. But when she turned to close it, the window was already shut. As she turned back, her body froze in horror. In the corner of the kitchen, a black shadow was floating in the air. A shadow with no face, but still staring directly at Janet. Her body became numb with fear. That black shadow slowly came closer to Janet and then passed through her, vanishing into the wall. That same day, Janet's mother-in-law also admitted seeing the same black shadow. Slowly, it became normal for everyone in the house to see this shadow. Jack and Janet's suspicion now turned into certainty. They understood that there was a spirit in their house, but since it wasn't directly harming them, they decided to live with it. Sometime later, Janet and Jack had twin daughters, and from that point, everything changed. One day, Janet was sitting in the living room with his daughters when he suddenly heard strange noises from the ceiling, as if something was being torn apart. When Janet looked up, she froze. Quickly pulling her younger daughter close, she moved aside, and just then, a large chandelier came crashing down from the ceiling. If anyone had been underneath, survival would have been nearly impossible. After this incident, Jack went to the church and told a priest about everything happening in their house. The priest came and performed a blessing ritual, which is similar to a prayer. After that, the activity stopped for a while, but soon everything started again, this time much worse. Sometimes kitchen appliances would catch fire. Sometimes bulbs would burst on their own. Family members often got hurt by things around the house. The worst incident happened just after another blessing ritual. The Smurls family's dog suddenly began acting strangely, barking furiously, and then, right before everyone's eyes, it was lifted into the air and thrown against the back wall. The dog was badly hurt. That horrifying event shook the entire family. Jack and Janet now realized that the spirit in their house was after their lives. Many priests came and performed blessing rituals, but nothing worked. Jack asked for an exorcism, but since he had no solid proof, the church denied permission. By now, Jack had invested a lot of money in the house, and he couldn't find a buyer either. So they were trapped and couldn't even leave the house. Years passed, but no solution was found. Finally, someone told them about Ed and Lorraine Warren. Would Ed and Lorraine Warren be able to save the Smurls family? Or would something even more terrifying happen? To know, watch part 2 of The Conjuring Smurls Family Case next video, only on the Horror FM 2.0X YouTube channel. So don't forget to subscribe.